Now, I made a number of videos some time ago talking about collection and how you should collect as much data as possible, as early as possible, and then figure out what to do with the data later. But today, let's talk about why this might be a bad idea. So the short version of what I was saying before is if you know you're going to need to collect certain data, you have access to the data, go ahead and collect it all. Don't worry about pre-filtering, figuring things out. Just grab as much of it as possible and then figure it out. And the reason for that is data changes. All kinds of legal holds and all that's in place, fine, great. Things disappear anyway, things change, accidents happen, so you should grab the data as early as possible and just hold on to it and then figure out what exactly do you need. So today I want to talk about one specific situation where that's not such a great idea and you want to know what data you're getting right away. And what I'm talking about, of course, is mobile data. The forensic software that we use to acquire mobile data is basically a hack, a reverse engineer approach to get data off a device that manufacturer doesn't want you in. Apple doesn't want you getting into the phone and collecting data. Google doesn't want it either. So forensic companies figured out workarounds to get into places they're not supposed to go and reverse engineer things they're not supposed to be accessing. And because of that, different forensic software interprets data on phones differently. And that's the reason why forensic companies use multiple pieces of software to collect data from phones. They have Celebrite, they have Oxygen, they have Elcomsoft, they have all these applications because they may try using one software and it's not going to work for whatever reason. So then they're going to try another one and that one will work, or maybe it's going to do one thing correctly but not correct for something else. So they need to try all these different hacks in order to try to get at the data. There is no official proper way of collecting data. It's all being reverse engineered and just made up as we go along. You know, there is no forensic, truly proper process of doing it. And this is why you can't just give forensic company a phone and say, get everything off of it and we'll figure it out later. Because what's everything? How do you know you got everything? What you have to do is be specific. I am looking for WhatsApp messages or Telegram messages or something else. I want to collect this specific data from this specific device. And when you do that, after forensic collection has been completed, they're able to go in and verify to make sure that actually worked. A number of people told me stories where phones get acquired. You see the text messages, you don't see WhatsApp messages, or you don't see Telegram messages, or you don't see Signal messages, which is kind of expected because that's extra secure. But the point is, you need to say what you're looking to get off the device. You can't just say, here's the device, get me everything. Different application on a device may require special handling to get that data off the device. So you need to know it exists, it actually has messages, and you want to get them. Now, interesting story happened probably a year ago. We got this client who says, hey, we were handed this forensic export from a phone, and it has everything, all the messages are there, except when the message is a reply to another message, then the original message and the reply are missing. So everything looks like it's there, but on occasion, the groups of messages where messages have been replied to another message, those are just gone, and we have no idea why. So what we did is we took that iTunes backup, I think it was, loaded into a different software, and that parsed it out correctly. But no one had any idea that this was a problem until people started reading those messages and seeing gaps. The point of it is different applications will require different handling and different process, and you need to let your forensic vendor know what you're looking to get off the device so that they could check that they actually acquire the data. The other thing that's really good to give to your forensics team is the date range of messages you're looking for. Sometimes people change their phones, people may or may not synchronize things to the cloud, different things happen. So you want to let them know what date range of the messages you're looking for. So this way they can look at it and say, okay, well, I got the last 6 months of messages. This is what we have. And the client or you would say, hey, we're looking for years worth of messages. We need to go back. We got to figure out where the rest of the messages are. But unless you tell forensic team ahead of time that you're looking for that specific app for this specific date range, they may not get the data, when you just tell them, get everything off the phone. So that would be my tip when working with forensic department and how to get them to acquire data from a mobile device. If you have any tips that you want to suggest, put them in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube, and I will see you on another video.